I'm going to talk about Prismacolor colored pencils. These are really the best color pencils that we have. They are very expensive. They're about $1 to $1.50 a piece. A box of 72 runs probably somewhere around $100, so just be careful with them. Same thing with regular pencils. If this drops on the floor, the color inside will break into little pieces, so every time we try to sharpen it with our sharpener, the pieces will fall out. But what makes Prismacolor color pencils so awesome is that they are oil-based. So what that means is we can layer our colors. So if I take this green color here, which is Zest de Lime, if I take that here and color on top, and I get my image on top of this, now what I can do is I can go with a darker color green, or even any other color, and start to layer on top. And I can really get some great effects with this. And what I like to do also is I like to go on top of it with even a lighter color to kind of blend these in together. So I just took a color over here. This is just, it's called Beige Majestic. And I'll just go on top of that. It almost works as just a kind of a blending tool. And what it winds up doing is it blends all those colors together. Now we also want to make sure we don't color like we're in elementary school. We're in high school. So you want to make sure that your colors are filled. You don't see any white coming through the page. A lot of times you'll take, and I'll use a darker color here, a lot of times you'll take a red and you'll color like this. And you'll be satisfied with that. And that's okay for certain levels, but here at the high school and some of our advanced classes, we want to make sure we push down hard. We want to get rid of all of the white space. Now, what if I need that lighter color? Well, then what I would do is I would go on top of here, nice and light, and then I'll take another color, maybe even another color red or a lighter color, and I'll start to go on top of that. And I'll start to color on top of that, and if that's not light enough, then maybe I can go on top of it with a white, or again, just some sort of lighter color. But the idea is I have to push down hard with these colored pencils. If I don't push down hard, remember what happens is it just looks like a third grader did it. So not that there's anything wrong with being a third grade and doing it, but I want to make sure that you guys start to color and start to use the materials and tools correctly. And with the Prismacolor pencils, the idea is to layer on top. What's also real important is if you notice, let's say I'm using these colors here. What's real important is there are numbers here that says, this one says PC 930. So in your sketchbook, you should write down PC 930, and you should write down the name of the color, which is right next to it, says magenta. And the reason why you want to do that is because down the road, maybe even another project or even later on within this project, what you'll want to do is you'll need to know what color you had. So instead of looking for that color and saying, you know, is this the red, and looking at it and trying and testing it out, you'll know just by looking at that number. So you're really creating a color palette. So keep that in mind when you're doing your color pencils with the Prismacolor, to write down the numbers, layer the colors on top of each other, and push down real hard.